Kelis says Beyonce is a thief. Wow. What up, world? It's your boy Charles Brown back again with another Talking Facts. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification. CLBMG networks all day, every day. Kelis is saying Beyonce stole her beats. Not actually. She's not saying she stole her beats. What happened was Beyonce just dropped her new album, Renaissance, right? 16 tracks. It's her newest release in 6 years since, I believe, Lemonade. And she went house with it. She went very dance with it, let's say. It's very dance, very upbeat, very high energy, right? One of the songs she sampled was from a song that Kelis did. She sampled from Kelis's old song, right? And I'm going to read to you from the article, and we're going to get into it because I feel like Kelis legit is misdirected anger at best, right? So let me read from the article on page 6, and we're going to talk about this. Kelis accused Beyonce of theft after Queen Bey sampled her 1999 song, Get Along With You, in her new song, Energy. The Milkshake singer 42 took to Instagram to share her grievances on Thursday, one day ahead of Beyonce's Renaissance album release. So apparently she heard that she was named as a feature, and she had a response. Quote, my mind is blown too because the level of disrespect and utter ignorance of all three parties involved is astounding. That's what Kelis said. And she was reading about her a fan account. Another quote, I heard about this the same way everyone else did. Nothing is ever as it seems. Some of the people in this business have no soul or integrity, and they have everyone fooled. One Instagram user called the track a collab, and what she said was, no, this is a theft. Let's talk about it. So Kelis is apparently upset about the sample being used because she's not getting paid for the sample. No one told her it was going to happen, and Beyonce didn't give her a heads up. She literally says Beyonce could have reached out because she knows her somewhat, and she could have gave her a heads up that this was going to happen, right? I got a lot of thoughts about this. First of all, Kelis is not getting paid because she signed a contract back in the day with Pharrell and Chad about a three-way split that they never put in writing. They told her that it was going to be a 33 and a third split between all three parties. Trust us. Yeah, trust us. And she trusted them, and she signed the deal. Turns out it was not a split at all. She was just a singer, and somehow, some way, she did not get that 33 split. And I'm going to assume, got 50-50 each, and she got nothing because she doesn't get paid off those old songs. If that makes any sense in the world to you, then it makes sense to me. Now, that's terrible. That's terrible to do that to a person. Let's just say that. Pharrell and Chad are that's called shrewd business. Shrewd business usually means bad business for somebody else. When you say he's a shrewd businessman, that really means he's cutthroat. He's going to do whatever's good for him and not for you, right? Now, we hear this all the time, these horror stories of these bad contracts. Mace is always talking about his bad contract with Diddy, and the Locks had a bad. Everybody had a bad contract when they first signed. Let's get that clear. You're usually going to get a bad deal when you first sign with somebody. Now, this bad, I don't know. This is if she's correct, this is unprecedented where they pretty much just used her like an in-house musician. They just used her as, I got a singer, good, get her over here. She can sing this song. We're going to pay her right $500 on the spot, and she can go about her business. She don't get no royalty. She don't get no percentage. She's just a singer. She's a hired singer, and that's it. She don't get royalties. That's what she's getting treated like on this situation. Now, we all know that wasn't the case because the album is named after her. She wasn't a background singer. She wasn't somebody who was singing on their project. This was her project. So she shouldn't be treated as a in-house musician that's just getting paid to do vocals. Now, they claim that they wrote the song. They are the writers of the song. Now, I don't know her degree of writing for this song and her music that she's not getting paid for, but if she did some writing, she should be paid for it. Now, I want to be clear about that before I finish my thought, because I have a lot to say about this. First of all, you signed a bad deal. This ain't the music business where it's like, trust me. You can't be mad because you trusted somebody. Right? If I am getting into a bad music deal in my 20s, right? My early 20s, however old I was when I signed that, they told me to trust her, and I ridiculously, like even in your 20s, you know better, right? They say it all the time, read the contract. Even in your 20s, we're not going to blame that on being young. You can blame it on, I trusted you, say that. Don't say it's because I was young. Because even a 9-year-old knows, I need to know what the details are before I sign anything, right? Unless they super trust you. If you're signing off trust, then trust is trust. That's different. Ain't no trust in the court of law. So apparently they told her to trust me. She trusted them, signed it, and you wiggled out. The deal wasn't what they said it was going to be. Even if they said it was going to be something, you still should have had another lawyer outside of them reading that. So you cannot blame people for your bad business. At some point, it is what it is. You can't be 42 screaming on Beyonce for using a sample that has nothing to do with you at this point. You have no rights to this music anymore. It's your voice, right? Luther Vandross sung backup for Patti LaBelle for years. Do you think he has rights to her music at this point just because his voice is on there? Your voice is being used for that record at this point based on what you signed. So no one has to reach out to you and ask you for anything. Nas got records right now that anyone can sample, and Search can approve anyone to loop it and do whatever they want to it. They don't have to tell Nas anything because he doesn't own it. Some of the songs, if you don't own them, you don't get a heads up that it's being sampled. She's upset that she found out just like everybody else. Now, what happened was Beyonce listed her as a featuring Kelis. Now, do you think that did more for Beyonce or Kelis? Kelis was trending 2 days before the daggone thing came out because people found out she was a featured artist. She said, no, it's not feature, it's a theft. So instead of taking the blessing, so listen, if I'm Beyonce and I'm like, you know what? Put her as a featured artist. I know she's not, technically I don't have to write anything. When they sample Shaka Khan or whoever, they don't have to write anything. Jay-Z has songs where Beyonce's singing and it doesn't say featuring Beyonce. And she's literally singing. Literally singing. There are songs where she's not featured as an artist. So she didn't have to feature Kelis' name anywhere on this song. So that was a look. That was a look. And instead of being like, yo, let me manifest this look. No, when was the last time I was trending for any reason? So instead of saying, let me use this look for what it is, maybe parlay this into the video for her. Or maybe do some, I know she's older, I get it. But maybe do some TikToks with the song, manifest it into something else, right? This is what a bitter person does, and I'm saying the B word, bitter. Instead of understanding, I got all these eyes on me, let me use it, right? She could literally be selling t-shirts with this on there. She would have blew up already. She would have already sold out. She could have put her face on a shirt and said energy, right? Is that the name of the song, Energy? What's the name of the song? I don't even know what the song is called. Energy. It's called Energy. Put her name, put her face on the shirt, put energy. Boom. Shirt sold out. Or put her face in Beyonce face. Boom, shirt, whatever you want to put. You could have sold them shirts for $100. Would have sold out. Now you up. Now everybody walking around with your shirts on, doing TikToks with your shirt on. You could have sold makeup with it. Like you could have been like, yo, my new makeup line, go get that. You could have parlayed this, and this is what I'm talking about. When you're old and you're bitter, right? You're still talking about what Pharrell and them did. For real, Pharrell and them gave you a chance. To be honest with you, yeah, you got burned. We all got burned at some point. It's about what you do with it. We're still talking about Kelis. She sampled you, gave you a look. She threw you an alley-oop and you fumbled it. My whole thing is, yeah, you're mad? Okay, you shouldn't show that in the public. I'm going to be honest with you. Because now you got the whole beehive going to be on you for years. For years. This doesn't stop today, right? What's the other girl that used to have issues with this chick, right? Now she's coming out years later after the fact. Oh, the label made me do these songs about Beyonce. I never had an issue with her. It was the label, and they wrote it, and they made me sing it, right? Now it's because it's years later, and these people still won't let it go. 10, 15 years, they will be on you for this. It's not worth it. It's certain people you can play with. This ain't the one, right? So what I'm telling you is this. Yeah, be mad. Yeah, Pharrell and them burnt you. Beyonce didn't steal anything from you. If anything, she gave you an out to get all that money you lost on that contract back. This could have been a time you could have went to the studio. If you don't have nothing already, you could have made this a million. You could have flipped this a million ways. And this what old people in their 40s don't understand. It's a new world. It's a brighter day. These kids don't know nothing about your past. They would have been your biggest supporter. They would have been at Pharrell on his thing right now, atting him. Had you come out a different way, you could have made them force Pharrell into giving you money. They would have laid it to him until he gave it to you. But now you lost all that support because you split up half the internet. My whole thing is, if you don't own nothing, you can't expect nothing. You don't own your masters, right? I'll take it a step further. I believe Anita Baker just got her masters back due to help from Chance the Rapper. Now, before that, Anita Baker was getting sampled a lot. You think everybody that called everybody that sampled Anita Baker called her? Hi, Anita. I just want to let you know, how you doing? How are everything going? Yeah, so just reaching out to let you know that I'm going to be sampling your song on my upcoming smash release, right? And I'm going to say it's featuring you. Now, what you do with that is up to you, but I would say you should play it up and build your internet buzz up and build your numbers up, and anything you're selling is probably going to move like hotcakes because I'm Beyonce or whoever I am, right? And what you think Anita Baker going to say at that point? Oh, please, thank you. First of all, none of that's happening because they don't have to call her. She doesn't own it. She didn't own it. She never owned it, right? So no one has to call it. It's a business. My whole thing is people are on my page telling me, yo, she has a right to be upset. Yeah, be upset. But in 2022, you don't handle things like you used to, right? It's not about being angry and mad. It's about using that moment for what it's worth. She chose to use it for negativity and to get angry. But this is what we expect from this girl. I've never seen from the day this girl came out, I hate you so much right now. Like she's been angry. So I don't know what we're expecting, right? But at the end of the day, you can't go calling the person who just threw you an alley-oop a thief. She didn't steal nothing from you. The fact that Kelis dated Pharrell makes it even worse because it means you got in bed and got burnt on every level. The love life didn't work out with the man. The business didn't work out with the man. So you're mad. You're lashing out. My whole thing is this, right? People in this business are emotional just like regular people. But the difference between regular people, we can get emotional online, and then 9 times out of 10, it's not going to affect our job. We can talk junk online and say this and that and the third. It's not going to affect our business. But she is a public figure. And when you lash out at the biggest, most loved public figure in the business, it's going to affect you. So I know she didn't think clearly, just like Aunt Viv from Fresh Prince. Lashed out. This chick ain't worked in 20-something years because she lashed out against Will Smith. She just now apologized to him, last year? During the pandemic, they hugged up. Did a reunion. She came like... My thing is, don't wait 20 years to smarten up. This was a horrible look. And the only people that's going to side with this is negative people. Because at the end of the day, Beyonce didn't steal anything from you, sis. She paid for the sample and she shouted you out. Your gripe is she should have called me directly. What is this? Is this high school? It's a business. Use it for what it is. You're taking business personal. You could have got paid many, many ways outside of Beyonce giving you a call. And I guarantee you, had this chick not wrote your name in that thing, it'd have been a million times worse. She didn't even acknowledge me in the song. She could at least put feature. This is a bitter person. A negative person, there's never going to be a right way to do it. Had she put the feature, shouldn't have put it. If you don't put it, why you didn't put it? So, I don't know what to tell you, but Kelis fumbled this. And I think we need to, we need to understand that as we get older, we need to get smarter. Beyonce didn't steal anything. Pharrell and them are the people you need to direct your anger at. All right? Let me know what you think in the comments. CLBMG Network, all day, every day. Go over to CLBMG.com. Check it out. It's a lot going on. I'm going to catch y'all on the flip side. Make sure you share the video. Peace.
CLB.